So moving is a stressful time for everyone, whether it is the general anxiety of moving everything from point A to point B, changing all of your addresses like your Amazon account, and packing and unpacking boxes. But when you have an autoimmune disease, there's that additional stress because you don't know how your body is going to react. So here are my few tips for anyone that has an invisible illness or an autoimmune disease that you can incorporate as you're moving. Step one, I have Crohn's disease, and so food really impacts my life. And so because I'm moving to an area that I'm very unfamiliar with, I'm going to meal prep all of my meals for the days that I'm moving. So I'm not going to go out and try a new Indian restaurant and realize that I am not going to be able to function for the next day. I know that my body will handle all of these foods really well, and that will give me energy to continue on with my moving. Also, that's just one less thing to worry about what food you're going to eat. When you already meal prep, just bring that over the first day you enter your new apartment or home and put it in the fridge. That way it's always there. The second tip, which I'm sure all of you know, is that the very first thing you should move in is a box of necessities, and that could be Clorox wipes, toilet paper, but also make sure you have all of your medications. If you want, you can get red duct tape so you know exactly which box it is, and have it in a very accessible place. Make sure that all of your medications are labeled so you know what you're looking for, and that everything that you need in case of an emergency will be in that box. Assess what you're moving. Break it up by weight and what you can do by yourself and what you need a team for. For example, I knew that I would be able to carry all of my clothes and all of my random kitchen stuff into my apartment. I was having my furniture delivered on Saturday, and I was able to get a few of my friends to come over, and we put my couch and dining room table together because I knew I would not be able to do that by myself. And that leads into the fourth tip of asking for help. Call in backup. Luckily, all of my friends were in the area at the time, so they were able to help me move. I painted my wall, and I had one of my best friends help me with that. We were here for 3 hours doing it, and then I had my mom come in. The last tip, which I think is the most difficult, even though it's also the easiest, is actually planning breaks. Throughout the moving process with the packing, putting it in a car, driving to the location, taking it out of the car, and unpacking it, that can get very exhausting. And one thing that I really did not keep in mind was that I needed to drink water. So by the second day of moving, I placed alarms within my phone for every 2 hours to make sure that I took a 15-minute break and I guzzled down a bunch of water. Always make sure that you have a thermos with you because you can get very dehydrated, and dehydration, no matter who you are, will impact your health. Try bringing Gatorade over and always have some source of protein to eat, because moving obviously is exhausting. The whole reason for this video is because I just moved and I really struggled through it, and I realized that this is something that I never really thought about. I'm a very stubborn person, and so when I set my mind and I'm gonna get in all of this stuff to point B at this time, at this rate of speed, then I'm gonna do it and push my body to the extreme. And I really kind of regret that because I was exhausted mentally and physically by the third day, where I wasn't able to function properly. I think, you have two mindsets when you are facing something difficult and you have an autoimmune disease or an invisible illness. And the first thought is that, I might not be able to do this by myself, and that's why you should call in backup. But another thought is that I'm not going to let my invisible illness get in the way, and I'm going to be stubborn and push through. And that was my mindset, and I did not take as many breaks as I should, and my body really hated me for that. I ended up missing a few days of work because of it. If you are moving soon, please keep in mind your health, and I hope that these tips helped you in any way. Remember that you are never alone, and if you have any other tips to share that would help with this topic of moving, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.